You open a web page in Chrome, and let's say you don't want to waste time reading the whole article. So you copy the URL into your LLM and you ask it to summarize the article. But now you have to wait for the LLM to think. Then it thinks some more and a bit more, and eventually it, word by word, in its own time, gives you a summary of the article. It's just not time efficient because you're using two separate tools that don't naturally integrate with each other. You've got Chrome and your LLM. Now look how fast I can do the same task with an AI browser. I just click Neo Chat in the top right, I type the word summarize, and in seconds I have a summary. It's so much faster, and that's what AI browsers fix. The AI works directly within your browser, so you don't have to keep switching windows from browser to your LLM. So in this video, I've partnered up with Neo to walk you through actually what makes an AI browser different from every other non-AI browser out there, and whether it's actually worth switching to an AI browser in 2026, because I think you might just be surprised how much time you can save using an AI browser. So Neo is Norton's AI native browser, and Norton bills it as the first safe AI native browser in the world. Now, Norton, if you don't know them, is one of the most established names in cybersecurity, so the fact that they've built a browser is worth paying attention to. What AI native actually means here is that instead of bolting AI onto an existing browser, some kind of extension or add-on, Neo has been built from the ground up with AI woven into every part of it. The core idea is that your browser and your AI assistant are the same thing. So it has AI integrated throughout the browser. It's also very safe, but it's also very clean and aesthetic. When you first download Neo, this is what the browser looks like before you've done any configuration. So you have a nice plain canvas to work from. On the left side, you'll see three icons. You've got chat history, which is where your conversations with Neo Chat are stored. You've got browsing history, which is quite self-explanatory. And then you have image gallery, which are the images you've generated with Neo over the last 7 days. And what makes Neo interesting beyond just having an AI chatbot built in is that it learns how you use it. Over time, your tabs get organized based on context, and your feed surfaces what's actually relevant to you. It's not a static browser where everything looks the same on day one as it does 6 months later. When you open Neo, the first thing you'll see is what Neo called their magic box. Now, this is the feature you'll probably use the most and the one that's going to save you the most time day to day. The magic box is basically Neo's central command bar. It replaces the traditional URL and search bar with something that does a lot more. For example, I've been researching to buy a pair of carbon wheels for my road bike recently. So if I type into the magic box, Elite Wheels ENT 2.0, before I press enter, I want to show you this. See how it says search. Neo knows my intention. It knows that I just want to search the internet for this particular product. And I press enter and it searches like normal. But this is where it gets interesting. This time, I'll type into the magic box, what is the tallest building in the US? And you can see Neo knows my search intention and it switches to Neo Chat. So I can start a conversation with Neo. And after it answers my questions, I can then ask it a follow-up question. So basically, anytime you'd normally open a new tab and take to ChatGPT, you can bring it to Magic Box instead. There are so many features that Magic Box can do, so I'll just go through some of them relatively quickly, or else this video is going to be 2 hours long. If you click the plus icon on the left, you can add photos or files, so Neo has more context. You can add tabs, so if you have another tab open, you can essentially insert that tab into the Magic Box, so the search results are more relevant. And you can even choose the mode, fast mode or thinking mode. Now, thinking mode is slightly slower, but produces better answers. And then there's universal search, which searches across your browsing history, bookmarks, and chats from a single search bar. On the right side of the magic box, you have Snippets, and I love this shortcut. It basically gives you very common prompts. I'm forever asking Neo to explain things for me that I don't understand. So I click Snippet, explain like I'm 5, and then I type the Big Bang Theory, and you can see the prompts it used. Explain this concept to me like you would a curious peer. Smart, but outside the domain. Use simple language and one analogy I can remember later. The Big Bang Theory. I didn't even have to type that prompt. I just used the shortcut. It's so much faster using snippets rather than having to come up with your own prompts. And remember, this isn't just a search box like you find in other browsers. The Magic Box can even do tasks for you. So I can ask it to write me a 500-word article on the Elite Wheels ENT 2.0, and it does exactly that. It even shows me the sources of where it found its information. You don't even need to type into the Magic Box. There's a recording feature where you speak into your laptop microphone and Neo will search whatever you record. Great if you don't like typing. Another good example of where Neo Chat can save time is when writing emails. So I have an email I received here. You can see how Neo Chat opens in the same browser page. And at the bottom of the chat, you can see there's a small Gmail icon saying one context. So it already has context of what it's showing on my screen. I asked Neo Chat to write me a reply to deny this person, and then I just copy and paste it into the browser. And an even faster way to reply to an email is just click /, type in a couple of words, and the AI will write the full email for you. One thing that's worth mentioning here, both your chats and your browsing history are stored locally on your device. Your data stays yours, it's not being sent off somewhere to train a model or sitting on a third-party server you know nothing about. For a browser that has access to everything you're doing online, that is very important. Neo really can do pretty much anything ChatGPT can do, even generating images. So I'll ask it to generate an image of a Smurf riding on a dog. And that's exactly what it does. It generates an image of a Smurf riding on a dog. And then I can modify it further. So I can tell it to remove the Smurf, and this time it generates another image of just the dog. And there's a few other web browsing features as well. So the first is called Peek. Before you click on a link, you can get a preview of the page without fully loading it. And this is useful both for safety, because you can see where a link actually leads before committing to it, and for speed, because you can quickly decide if a page is worth your time. You stop wasting clicks on things that aren't relevant. Then there's the summary feature. When you land on a long article, Neo can give you a quick overview of the content right in the sidebar. So instead of spending 10 minutes reading a 3,000-word piece to find one thing you needed, you get the key points immediately. You decide from there if it's worth reading in full. Then Smart Tab Management is another feature that had to go back from once you've used it. If you're anything like me, tabs pile up fast. Now, Neo automatically groups your open tabs into color-coded, context-based categories. So research tabs end up together, shopping tabs end up together, work tabs end up together. However, the way I prefer to have it set up is I have my search tabs together, which are in orange, and my chat tabs together, which are in blue. And it's helpful because my user behavior between both sets of tabs are very different. Search tabs, you just kind of type something in and websites appear. But with the chat tabs, it's a two-way communication, basically like talking to a human, where I can ask follow-up questions. And you can easily toggle this feature on and off with the icon in the top right. And then there's the configurable memory. So Neo can remember things about how you work and what you care about, but you're in full control of what it holds onto. You decide what it remembers, you decide what it forgets, and you can turn memory off entirely if you want. Everything it does remember is visible in your settings and can be edited or deleted at any time. Next, we have ad blockers and security. So this one is pretty straightforward, but so worth covering because it's something a lot of people don't think about when choosing a browser. You don't need to install an ad blocker extension with Neo. It blocks ads automatically out of the box as a core part of the browser rather than kind of a third-party add-on. Particularly useful actually for YouTube, especially if you don't have YouTube Premium, because Neo will automatically block all ads without you having to download a separate ad blocker. From a purely productivity standpoint, not having ads interrupting a YouTube video like this one matters more than it sounds. If you're watching a 20-minute tutorial and there are 4 or 5 ad breaks, that's a good chunk of time gone. You remove the ads entirely and you stay in the flow of what you're doing. Then you've got Norton Web Shield, which is built into it, and basically that actively blocks malicious sites and phishing attempts before you even click on a website. So it's not warning you after you've clicked on the website, it's stopping you from visiting that website in the first place. So from a productivity standpoint, the core value of Neo is very, very good. You've got fewer tab switches, no copy pasting into ChatGPT, no installing extensions just to block ads, and a browser that organizes itself as you go. The time savings are small individually, but they compound fast across a full workday. So you can try it for free. I've got some links in the description below. And if you like this video, I've made so many productivity videos on this channel. You can click here or here to watch those, and I will see you over there.